Kevin, I would like to welcome you. We're doing a short series of interviews before Future Law UK, which is taking place between the 1st and the 4th of April in London. You're one of our key sponsors for the conference. I would like to take an opportunity to introduce you to our following ahead of the conference. With that in mind, may I please ask you to just briefly introduce yourself, what does Centari do, and what does the product really can offer to some of the leading innovators within law firms.
Great. Yeah, thanks, Timo. I'm Kevin Walker, founder and CEO of Centari. Uh, Previous to Centari, I was practicing law, first as a M&A attorney at Paul Hastings, and then as an in-house attorney for a number of years, more in the funds and real estate and always in transactional practices, always doing deal work. So Centari is I like to describe it as the response to all the products I wish I had in a practicing setting. We're building the platform for deal intelligence. So we are building the AI engine that powers deal work from, think of it from signing all the way through closing and beyond, and helping firms mobilize their very valuable transactional data to represent clients with the full force of their knowledge. So we're really excited about the technology and what it can do for our customers.
Fantastic. I've been hearing great things about Centari from some close acquaintances of mine, people like Zach Abramovich, people like Os Benham, and I highly respect their opinion on the product. I'm very excited to have you at the conference in a few weeks. For our audience, like, can you tell us what does set Centari apart, and who are your competitors?
Yeah, great question. I mean, we are what sets us apart, and maybe paraphrasing what we've heard from customers directly. We're a team of lawyers and product builders. So we have attorneys on the team from myself from Paul Hastings, attorneys from Kirkland, from Davis Polk, from international firms. We are all obsessed with the craft of building product for lawyers. So we've been in the seat of doing complex deal work. We know what it is to do a 100-hour billable week. We know how it is to represent clients on very high stakes transactions. So we care deeply about the problem that we're trying to solve, and I think that's reflected in the product we've designed. And something we hear from customers is they say this feels like a product that was built by lawyers, which I assume is a compliment. Depending on the types of lawyers we're talking about here. Um, but I think we're all very proud of the product we built, and I think that's reflected in both the interface, the accuracy of the outputs from our system. So we're very obsessed with accuracy, and we don't like to throw accuracy numbers around. We'll say it's extremely highly accurate, and it's reflected. We think our customers are the best judge of accuracy. When they use the product and they see how it performs, and they compare it against more generic tools, the feedback we get across the board is that Centauri is, the most accurate product they've used for sophisticated transactional document analysis, and that's the result of painstaking R&D to get there. We think you gotta go hands on with it and see it for yourself. But that's really one of our key differentiators.
With software sales, things tend to snowball, and I think that that's particularly relevant when it comes to the legal world. What I've seen with many customers of ours is that once they have a few big win in a specific area of law, a lot of other firms tend to follow. So with that in mind, can you tell us some of your biggest wins in terms of customers from last year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we obviously treat every engagement as confidential. We really respect that, and by no means want to flaunt the logos here. I can say that we work with top firms. So AmLaw 25, AmLaw 10, AmLaw 50 firms. We're beginning to expand the UK. We're seeing that the product has a very similar application for firms in the UK, and I think that's because we're a product for deal makers fundamentally. And the essential elements of deal making are the same, whether you're doing a deal in the US or Singapore or Australia or the United Kingdom or Germany. Everyone who does a deal is working together to get to closing faster on the best terms possible for your clients. So that fundamental workflow is very similar in each jurisdiction. So the success we've seen with the U.S. market, we believe is going to translate really well into international markets as we've expanded. I can also share that our engagements to date have been around M&A, debt finance, real estate, asset management, sort of fund work, capital markets. So we're working with leading practices across those domains.
Very crafty response, Kevin. You managed to answer the question without answering my
Hopefully,
questions,
hopefully
but
not too much like a politician, but we are very careful with our engagements. But I think something we've learned too in this industry, it's in the same way that clients pick their counsel based on reputation and the quality of the work product of the firms that they choose. We know that firms talk to each other about products they're using, about their vendors. So we haven't invested so much in marketing because we've seen that customers talk to each other, and when they use Centari to see how the product performs in real life, that's the best marketing we could ask for. If they talk to their friends at events like yours, and in industry settings, and we really believe that the product should speak for itself that way, and that's how most of our growth has been maintained.
your customers are your best salespeople, right? As they say. Um,
Absolutely.
can you tell me about a feature that really stood out um, to your customers last year? Like a feature that really sort of delighted and surprised them, and really you have managed to gather compliments and positive feedback on.
Yes, it comes back to accuracy. So the example I give here, maybe an allegory. So when you're talking to an AI chatbot or a AI customer service agent on the phone, you just know something's off. You just know something is not totally correct. It doesn't feel fully human. That's how a lot of people feel when they're doing document review with generic AI systems. You put a document in, it's like the answers look pretty good. Let's say you drop a limited partnership agreement into ChatGPT, but assuming there's no client confidentiality constraints, let's say you were able to do that and you get these answers, it'll get you pretty far for some sort of document analysis, but there will be things that feel off. Like it's like not quite how you would do it yourself as a lawyer. So what's different about Centauri is our system is designed to be your AI twin. So it's designed to be reviewing documents and delivering outputs and answers and summaries and data in the same way you would at your firm. Your most experienced partners have a certain way of reviewing credit agreements or a certain way of reviewing merger agreements and a certain style for how they would summarize different concepts and how to look for those concepts. And that's what we're reflecting in our product. And we've developed a proprietary method for doing this. It involves some LLM-based components, some other components that we've developed ourselves. But the output itself feels much more natural. So when you look at the results from Centauri, we had one firm describe it as scary accurate, which was the biggest compliment we ever heard, and we were so grateful for that feedback, because that's what we're striving for as a team. We invest deeply in R&D to achieve that sort of scary accurate feeling where the results look very similar to what you would have done as an experienced attorney. I'm sorry, I think you're muted there.
Sorry about that. What exciting features have you got on the horizon for 2025?
So if you think of the Centauri Deal Intelligence platform as a platform, we want to be that engine that powers deal making, across industry. Well, the first component is high fidelity data. The first component is data extraction, getting these data out of the documents, building that foundational data set that powers all the downstream workflows. So if you think about what's next for Centari, without revealing too much about our product roadmap, we'll have some exciting announcements over the next few quarters. But think about the ways you can use that data in frontline negotiations, in market benchmarking, in understanding, past precedent. There's, having that high quality corpus of knowledge and information. Once it's structured with accuracy, you can use it to power many things. So that's what's next on the horizon for our customers.
It's my experience whenever I speak with chief executives and founders of legal tech companies is that they tend to come head to head, usually with one or two other products on the market whenever a choice is made. Who would you say are your primary competitors? Is it the likes of HiQ, Legatix, or am I kind of like missing things here in terms of which product category would you put yourself in?
Yeah, I think it's a very fair question. I mean, we in some ways we view ourselves as creating a new category. We started describing Centauri as a deal intelligence platform over a year ago now, and at the time, we got some raised eyebrows. What is deal intelligence? And we've now started to see deal intelligence emerge as a term that people use and as a category, which is exciting. And I think we view that as a category in its own, a product that is focused on transactional work. We're not trying to be everything. We're not trying to be a product for litigators and for regulators. We think those are important, very complex workflows in their own right, deserve their own focused solutions. Our focus is sophisticated transactional work and really being a best-in-class product for deal teams. And within that vertical, I mean, you can look at, perhaps all of our competitors are the AI itself. It's the AI, the models are getting better and better. And we always have to understand how to use those models in the most effective way for our customers and stay abreast of changes. So when I think about the competitive landscape, I'm more, I think as a team, we're less focused on the feature parity wars and um, the competitive landscape of today, more focused on where is this technology going? How can we enable firms to harness their data effectively so that as the models become more powerful, firms are set up to take full advantage of those. And you can't take full advantage of the most powerful research models, the most powerful reasoning models without high quality structured data. So let's get that right and then prepare both ourselves and our customers for a disruptive future where models are able to perform end-to-end workflows with very little assistance. So that's what we're focused on long term.
And before we go to our last question, I wanted to ask you, um, in terms of the audience that you're looking forward to meeting at Future Law UK, who are the people that you're looking to engage at the conference? Who should be the people that should walk up to you and engage in a conversation and hopefully see a demo of the product?
I love that question because the most important thing that I do as a founder is really hear directly from stakeholders in the industry, what problems they're facing, what they care about. I love talking with associates, partners, innovation leaders who are deeply engaged in these problems, tinkering with solutions themselves, sometimes building their own solutions. We just love being part of those conversations and understanding how we can fit into that bigger picture for them. So, even just having conversations casually, with folks at the conference. I mean, we've really enjoyed previous events that you've hosted. We just had some fantastic conversations, and look forward to more of those. Anyone should feel welcome to come up to me, any member of our team, and just share their ask us about Centauri, share what types of problems they're encountering and how we might be able to help. So really look forward to that.
So, and a quick note to our audience that is listening to this. Kevin will actually be in London before the Future Law UK. He's going to be here for another event, the British Legal Technology Forum event, which it's a great event as well. I very much respect the organizers, and I think they've done a great job putting that event together. So anyone that will be going to this event, I believe is on the 13th of March, is it, Kevin?
Yeah, I think the 10th. Yeah, I think around there. I think I get in on the 10th. I'll be there for the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
So please connect with Kevin. You're going to be here in London for that whole week, I believe you mentioned. So we're going to put a link to your LinkedIn profile as we share this across social media. So anyone that has found this conversation relevant, please connect with Kevin. I'm sure that he will be more than happy to meet you over coffee while he's in town. And as we wrap up, I just wanted to ask you, looking ahead, what's Centari's vision for the future in terms of product innovation and market expansion?
Yeah, thanks for asking. I mean, the light keeps going off of me here. Get some new light there. We're really building Centauri to be the engine for deal making. So if we think about the future, it's this future where attorneys and their clients are using Centauri to power insights, collaborate, generate value, and really as I shared earlier, it's all about getting to closing as quickly as you can for these deals on the best terms possible. How do you leverage your data, leverage your institutional knowledge, leverage market knowledge to achieve both of those things? So, think of Centauri as that platform for deal intelligence, the way for firms to sort of power those insights, help their frontline attorneys negotiate and represent clients on the with the full force of of the firm's knowledge. So, really excited about that future and what that means for the industry more broadly.
Inspiring. And one last thing, sorry, like as I told, I know that not so long ago, you guys closed a successful funding round. What are the plans in terms of funding expansion over the next several years?
So we're growing very quickly. So we are really we're lucky to have some great investors around the table with us, and have been incredibly supportive of our vision. And we're growing a team right now too. So we have a number of roles opening up across operations, sales and marketing, and legal research and product, and of course engineering. So the team is growing very quickly. I'd say this vision is something that resonates with anyone who's watching this presentation. My messages are open. Please feel free to reach out because we're bringing great people on board to build this with us.
Awesome. Well, Kevin, thank you very much once again for our listeners and for our viewers. Kevin will be in London on the week of the 10th of March, and then again in the week of the 1st of April. So anyone in London that can resonate with this and is curious to learn more about Centari and see the product and see how the product can potentially be helpful within their transactional work, please connect with Kevin in the link below. Thank you very much, Kevin, and I'm very much looking forward to hosting you at Future Law UK and several other events that we're hosting across 2025.
Thank you, Timo. We're so excited for it. Thank you for the chance to present with you.